French Quarter. You get a look inside Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rattler to open with a pass. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing now is Rattler. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Mack Wilson in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Throwing now on third and long. Shaheed with the catch. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert third and 18 for a first down?
First and 10.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Here's Rattler. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, they need 5. Looking to throw, Rattler. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Jalen Thompson, the safety, coming hard to record the sack.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On the return, it's Dortch. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They go play action now. Murray. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6. First carry for James Conner. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On third down, Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Moving outside the pocket, and he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 29, here's second down and 2. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They'll try and run for this with Connor. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the first down, so they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Saints' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second down and 6. They'll go right back to Connor. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 7-yard line.
They'll work now on second and 4. Throwing Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Murray on third down. That one, take it in. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone, because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Will Johnson there on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5. Rattler now back to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
That's good.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Cardinals have got it.
Recovering by Arizona.
They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They go play action with Murray. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Nathan Shepard getting in for the sack, and that's going to lead to third and very long.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
He's going to go up top here for McBride. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big gain for Arizona. 47 yards.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball, you've got to take away that space, change up your looks, and as a result now, they're going to test your red zone defense.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Murray now on second down. He pulls it in around the 5. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 4.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. To return, it's Kendre Miller. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Now Rattler gonna throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Now Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. Olave is the motion man. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Murray now to throw on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On the give, this is Connor.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Chase Young getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack.
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Josh Sweat in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Mac Wilson getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need. A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7.
When you run these quick smokes or tunnels, wide receiver screens, they go by a variety of names. When you throw the ball to your wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage, you're counting on the defense playing very soft, and it's all going to be run after the catch. He's able to pick up enough here to bring up first down.
He'll step up and run, and he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 4. This is a give to Connor, running right, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. The throw on the run is complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Murray throwing on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are on.
Deep for Harrison. This one. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw, it's Rattler. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. He'll try and run for this with Kamara. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A 3-yard loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
They go play action for Murray. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things. Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Marvin Harrison Jr. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Arizona.
They'll run with Connor. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. A gain there of 10 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Murray. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A short one here, caught by McBride. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Toss play. It's Connor. And he's in! James Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Cardinals 17, Saints nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Shaheed now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Kamara going to get it on the zone read here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
One final throw before the break. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. DJ Dallas now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Murray.
Murray's pass.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Running here is Connor. He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. It's a gain of 43 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Connor. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and goal. Murray. And he will score!
'James
Connor. Touchdown, Arizona. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here's Ryland now after Shaheed now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Throwing now is Rattler. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Darius Robinson in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Rattler. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
6 yards.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Escaping to his left. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
On the zone read, given to Connor. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
The pass. Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Taylor on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
Murray going to look to do it himself. And he's into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Saints nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Rattler now back to throw. He runs with it. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
In motion goes Cooks. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Again, up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
And the Saints.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
The RPO, that one is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
For a Saints.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Looking to throw, Rattler. This one on target to Olave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd and long. Now Rattler gonna throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, New Orleans.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Fourth quarter begins with Kamara. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And I don't think he got there, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On third down, here's a run by Kamara. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
In motion goes Cooks. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll try to run for it. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand. Off he goes. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On the handoff, it's Connor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
The 19-yard line brings up second down.
They'll go right back to Connor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Saints.
They'll run on first down with Kamara, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
brought down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He's going to run it. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he is going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Baron Browning gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Taking off, he'll try, and they are into the end zone for the first time today. Spencer Rattler, touchdown Saints. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 31, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On 1st down, the drive begins with Connor.
James Conner, the Cardinal ball carrier.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Rattler. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 43-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rattler. Right side, he's got Moreau. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's another.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
And oh, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They'll go again here to Connor. Connor's got the first down and more. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, heading left, it's Connor. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
Second down and 8. Murray with a give to Connor. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
So, on fourth down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal.
A 33-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it, and he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down.
A gain of 4.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll look to throw. That's deep for Olave. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is caught. Hooks gets the ground. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Open is Moreau, the tight end.
Complete to Foster Moreau. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at their 49-yard line.
They'll work now on second and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. He gets this to Moreau, left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Throwing now is Rattler. Left side into the hands of Olave.
Complete to Chris Olave. A gain of 7 brings up 6.
So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.